Let me welcome on board Anjan Chatterjee, the chairman and MD at Speciality Restaurants, joining in on the show right now. Anjan, hi, good morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Anjan, the takeaway from some of the other QSR businesses like a Burger King or for that matter, Jubilant Foodworks is very different than your business model. Wanted to understand with now Maharashtra easing curbs on restaurants even further, what kind of demand do you see coming back?
Rest of India, I'll start from rest of India as we are a national player like McDonald's and the others. We have very strong brands like Made in China, O Calcutta, Sigri, then we have Sweet Bengal, etc. As the governments open up the space, we are seeing a very good, very positive bounce back. This did happen at a point of time when we had the first opening earlier on in the month of October in Bombay. And as some of the restaurants have not opened as yet, in a week from now it will open because some manpower was shifted from here and some people have already gone to the villages, etc. Some of them were leave without pay. So we are seeing a very, very good response. Particularly, we survived, as you know, on deliveries, wherein we have shot up the delivery almost by 70% during the lockdown. And the trend continues to be coming in because that's become a norm now. In the new normal, people are still reluctant to come out because the fact that the vaccination part plays a big role. So I am at the moment in London to open a new restaurant called Chaurangi. So I see that London is a completely different scenario. As the vaccinations have happened here, people are not wearing masks. People are moving with confidence. All restaurants are full. So I think that's going to be coming in as the confidence of the consumer grows.
That's quite interesting, and congratulations on your London restaurant.
Thank you.
Wanted to understand then, do you see that perhaps we could see, because of all the parameters and data points that you just highlighted, vaccination being key, do you sense that recovery this time around could be faster than what it was after the first wave, perhaps?
I think that the trends are same because vaccination is a big factor. That time we didn't have enough vaccination coming in, and people are coming back to the brands which are maintaining a kind of a hygiene safety. So I expect that the similar kind of a thing may be more because, as I say, it's revenge eating, revenge going out. So we are a fine dine chain primarily. And we see that the, trends which are coming in maybe this month, just after the Maharashtra is open, it's actually, we have almost 38% in Maharashtra. So there is tremendous amount of confidence which have come in. And I think that the malls opening up also have shown us people coming in. In fact, some of the weekend, in fact, they started from 15th itself, which was a very good day. As you know, it's a Sunday and the Independence Day. There was tremendous amount of demand and there was waiting in every restaurant. So I think that we are looking forward to a great time.
Hi, Anjan. This is Mubina as well joining in. I can completely imagine because we're so tired of staying cooped in at home. If revenge travel is real, so is revenge eating out. Not to mention everyone's pretty tired of cooking at home as well. Anjan, I understand that now, and you alluded to this in your first answer, about how the reopening of restaurants has been a little slower because you have to get your labor back. You have to get the workforce back. So
yes.
Is that something that you are working on right now? Because much of your workforce, may have gone back to their hometowns or whatever it is. So how are you looking at, ramping up workforce back to whatever capacity you think is required right now?
See, we've been waiting for this news for a long time, particularly in Maharashtra. Rest of India had opened up. So we had intimated everyone. So what we are doing is that we've got the air tickets done for them because majority of them are either are from Nepal or, countries like, states like Bengal, Bihar, and partially coming in from Delhi side. So we had a short period, but We had planned it properly that, it's been going on that it'll open up. It was delayed, actually, if you ask me, that then there was a confusion about one vaccination, two vaccination, which was sorted out. But we'd already planned it. So given this week, I think we will be able to ramp up people coming in and all the restaurants will open.
Okay, so right now, how many of your outlets are fully functional? And I'll ask you, of course, across the country as well. How many of your outlets are fully functional, and what's the situation like in Maharashtra? What sort of footfalls have you seen? If you can just share a gist of that.
Roughly, we are 70% on, 30% coming in a few restaurants in Maharashtra, and then the response has been extraordinary. On a 15th August, of course, we can't compare with the last year because there was lockdown, full lockdown, only deliveries happened. But the dine-in is growing, and by the day, by the hour. And on even like Mondays, that's yesterday, we've seen tremendous amount of surge in the sales and dine-in coming in. So I think that going forward, even in Maharashtra, we have around 30% restaurants to be open. I think that, it's been very encouraging, I could say.
Anjan, even prior to the pandemic, you had a little trouble on the bottom line. So I want to ask you two questions. Firstly, I know online delivery was, of course, on. Was that something that was more margin accretive for you because you didn't have to worry about too much staff? You didn't probably have to worry about rent as well. So how do the margins, the profitability differ from your online ordering versus in-restaurant ordering? If you could share with us about that.
See, when we have an online delivery model, which we didn't have, frankly, we had some deliveries, we didn't focus on that. So as the pandemic hit us, we didn't know what to do. We responded quickly that we have so many large kitchens which we had built in 27 years of our life cycle. We immediately put our kitchen within kitchen. So if there was one brand, say mainland China, we had Calcutta coming in wherever we were not present. So, and also from there, we did a new brand called Hakka, which was only in Calcutta, which is a mid-market brand. And as you know, rightly said by you, that the investment is zero in terms of any assets or any kind of a capital expenditure, but you have returns because the only thing is aggregators commission. Then on top of them, you have a food cost component. Rest is nothing. So you are optimizing, setting your asset. One, second, you do not add anything on the manpower front. So last quarter that you see, we had a profit of 8 crores. It's actually because of that. And going forward, the spread of the brands, which are the kitchen within kitchens and the cloud kitchens, which we have added, around 13 of them. Going forward, another 40 of them are being added because we have shut our restaurants, which were not doing well pre-pandemic. We had a dichotomy earlier, which we cleared. So the non-profit making or the ones which were on the borderline, we actually, did not operate them post-pandemic. That has also given us a lot of support. So I think that the learnings from the pandemic have been tremendous. I mean, these learnings have to stay here. As they say that desperate times call for desperate measures. Even the people who, we have a lot of 5-star chefs, etc., who are used to working in a larger space. So all of them put together had to put their heads, and we had, told them that, listen, it's a question of survival. And from October onwards, when it opened last time, we saw the revival coming in. We had done a wonderful job of the number of orders we did in-house for deliveries, as well as optimizing the dine-in. So deliveries in particular, your question is that they're much, much more profitable. They add to the bottom line without any extra cost.
अरे L&T realty है. Okay, all right. So cloud kitchens, shutting down of non-profitable outlets, and the fact is that hopefully we'll see, and we are already seeing signs of that, faster recovery now versus the first wave. So Anjan, the hope is, I'm sure you can see a better visibility on the top line and the bottom line. Let's pray that there is absolutely no third wave. Thank you so much, Anjan, for joining us, and all the best.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.